Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your Amor Monday tarot reading. We're going to dive into your love life and what's happening surrounding it, alrighty? So definitely starting with the Oracle cards first. First off, for you in love, Aries, we do have the little, just a little bit, the little things matter. Just a little bit of love, just a little bit of self-care, just a little bit of more attention to what you want in your relationships, your loving relationships. A little goes a long way type of situation, and not like, oh, you only got to do a little bit of this and then you can just leave them to the, like, no, like the little things matter. Okay, it's the little bit and the gradual growth in a relationship that just makes it everlasting and turning into a long commitment, of joy and happiness, those type of things. On the um bottom of the deck, the subconscious energy, you have the wave here. So little things, actually, when you really think about it, little things start big waves. Okay, so what kinds of little things are you doing that are starting or creating big waves? Okay, and what kind of waves are they creating? Because it can be a positive wave and it can be a disastrous monstrosity. So what kinds of little things are you doing that are making big things happen, and what kind of big things are they? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into the tarot to see what other messages we get for you in your love life, Aries. If it's already starting to resonate, please share this with someone else that needs to hear it. Okay, so let's see. For you, we have your energy in love, your person's energy, what the relationship energy is, your potential outcome, as well as your advice. On the bottom of the deck, you do have the Four of Cups here. What aren't you seeing? What aren't you looking at? It's probably those little things I mentioned before. Okay, the waves, well, what's creating the waves if it's not altogether so positive? Okay, your energy in love is the Empress in reverse. Okay, so this is definitely like a you thing, Aries. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat these things. The Empress in reverse suggests that there's something that needs to be nurtured within you. Okay, some type of Venus energy that is not Venusing. Okay, so what is it that you might be, picking at your person about, or like just being picky in general with your loved ones? That really, it's because you need that attention within you. Okay, so definitely something to pay attention to, so that you can not create disastrous waves. Okay, your person's energy, Queen of Cups here. I feel like your person has been very patient, very understanding, like they know what's happening, but at the same time, it's kind of eating away at how they can support you, or if they even feel like they can support you. This because it's like everything that they do, they feel like they can't do anything. You have, or they see you as having a much stronger energy, a much stronger vibration than they have. This is a major arcana here, loving Venus energy, but at the same time, the Queen of Cups kind of represents the same thing, not necessarily Venus energy, but loving, nurturing energy. But this is on a lower scale than you. Okay, you have a much a stronger, like a heart, like a fiery passion about you. You're an Aries, like hello, but you might be dealing with like a Cancer type of situation over here, a Pisces, was the other one, Scorpio. So in this case, it's like the person is just like, they like, your wave is so much bigger than theirs, and they just kind of, they're like a steady, like calm sea, and they just waiting for the waves to stop type of situation. They don't know what to do, they don't know how to support you at this time. Okay, Page of Wands here. There needs to be some type of communication that's happening, like, or there needs to be some type of, like, going back to the foundation of something and seeing where what, what the little sparks are. Like, it is the little things, literally, that create the big things. I don't know how much I'm going to say that in this particular reading, but it, keeps coming up, gotta say it. So in the relationship, it's like, what, or going back to what brought you together in the first place with the Page of Wands. What ignites that loving spark about you, and is it worth, like, saving? Is it worth blowing up about something small that it's not even about the thing? It's about how you feel, and like, you weren't able to communicate that, or your person wasn't able to communicate. It can be vice versa. I'm not just blaming you, Aries. All right, so where is it that the little kid in either one of you is getting offended, or like things are starting to spark up, and you just, it just turns into a wildfire at some point. The world card here is because there's a lesson that needs to be learned, or there's a lesson that has been learned or is going to be learned from this. A very great lesson, a very great cycle that you've been going through in love is going to, like, complete itself during this time, especially with you being drawn to watch this reading. It's like, is it making sense now? Like, it's you won't have to go through this much longer. So that's a good thing. Your perspective on love is definitely changing, is definitely growing. So, this is just the last part of it. So it's like, do you want to potentially really understand and learn it now? You want to go through it one more time? Like, it's up to you. Your advice here is the wheel, a card in reverse, to like stop and really look at this, because the answer is you don't want to go through it again. You don't want to keep arguing over silly little things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, it's silly. So, or rather, it's not necessarily silly, but it's like there's, when you really look at it on the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Like, it's one of those things when you realize that, okay, you have a problem, there's something that bothers you, but if you look at it from a different perspective, when you remember that we're on a planet that's like this big, that's turning, that's in a cycle with a number of other planets, and where our solar system is like this big and compared to the rest of the universe, and then you go back to thinking about your problem, it's like, so it's just putting things into perspective. All right, so Aries, if this resonates in any way, shape, or form, I'm happy to help. We're going to go on and start to clarify these messages, and if you feel like you would like a personal tarot reading, that information is in the description below. I'd be happy to help you more personally. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these, see what comes out for my Aries in love. Alrighty. Boom, blah, 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 blah. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, clarifying this Four of Cups in love, you do have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so there's a potential, there's communication that, like I said, that needs to be had here, something that you're not paying attention to, some instinctual thing, some truth that's just hanging over your head, that is just like, hello, like, are you gonna look up, or are you just gonna be looking down and just like trying to avoid me this whole time? Like, what's really going on here? The Empress card for you, in reverse for your energy in love, Aries, you do have the Ace of Wands in reverse, as well as the Justice card in reverse. Okay, this is keeping you from enjoying your relationship, from enjoying the relationship that you have with self, from enjoying any type of relationship. Things are unbalanced, and you're using like love as a weapon. You're like, you should do this for me because this, that, and the third. It's like you're guilting people that love you into doing things, or you're just using their love because you know that they love you, that they'll stick by you. You're picking fights with them because they're not going to go anywhere, type of situation. Like, and it's because of something like this, it's missing within you, that you need them to do these things, or you need them to say these things repeatedly, and it's just like, yo, why don't you, first of all, that they feel whatever type of way they feel, you know this, why is that missing within you? Like, what's happening here? It's clarifying questions, like I always say. The Who are you? The Queen of Cups here for their energy and love, Page of Wands, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Page of Wands, this is very interesting. Okay, their energy in love, again, they're not sure how to support you, so it's like they're going back to the basics. They're going back to, I feel like they might have known you from young, or you remind them of like, they fell in love with you in the first place because you can be children together, you can be very vulnerable together, and maybe now they feel like maybe they have not unexpected, unrealistic expectations of you, or vice versa, and they're just trying to kind of baby steps, do little things. They're also trying to do little things to like kind of make their waves bigger, so they can kind of overshadow yours and be like, I love you already. Like, so they're trying to show you here and there that they do care, and they do want to, be that person, but maybe like maybe you're trying to make them into somebody that they're not. Like, there's a lot of things going on here, but they are trying. They just, I don't know if they know how. It doesn't feel like they're going to give up, but it's just like they're doing what they can because they have no idea what's happening. It's giving confusion, So, in regards to the relationship, the Page of Wands here, you do have the Magician card in reverse, as well as who are you? The Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, beware of illusions. Beware of like I said, what you're upset at, or what either one of you is upset at, is not particularly that thing. It is something much deeper. It is your external is showing you what needs to be worked on within yourself, why you are manifesting what you are manifesting, why the relationship is showing you whatever it is showing you. It's because that's what you need to work on within yourself, pay attention to within yourself, and give yourself the Page of Wands came up for you twice. Like, the Page of Wands is in your person's energy, and it's within the relationship. Like, little by little, you need to find out how you can love yourself in the way that you're expecting them to love you, how you can give yourself your own flowers in a way, For the potential outcome, you do have the World card here, clarified by the World card. It's the cards repeating themselves for me on top of each other. The World card and the Three of Wands here. So this is a chance for self-expansion. This is a chance, like I said, to really learn completely and understand the lesson that's trying to be, trying to beat you in the face, basically. It's trying to get you to that next cycle, the next thing, that because we're always learning, we're always growing. But this cycle is over once you really understand this and understand what's been happening and what has been in your face. Like, now you can move past it. Now you can be like, oh, all right, like, let me go handle this. My bad, I love you. The what is this? The advice here, the Wheel of Fortune, is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so like I said, the advice is giving a lot of stagnant energy. You got the wheel not moving. You got the Seven of Pentacles lazy. You got these the who are you? The Knight of Wands in reverse, not moving, or not moving fast, or just like, if you're moving fast, it's like impulsive and nobody thought about the repercussions, the consequences of moving. Like, it's just it's like going berserk type of situation. Like, your advice is to see all this. Like, that energy is not getting you anywhere, and that's not what you need to be focused on. You don't need to be angry and doing all this, that, and the third, and just making tidal waves everywhere. Like, it's a time for you to like really analyze what's happening and what really needs to be healed. Okay, so Aries, if that resonates in any way, shape, or form, and mind you, like I said, this can be vice versa. So I'm not saying it's you. Okay, this can just be reflected in some way, shape, or form in your love life, or somebody that you love, like a situation where you love people. Okay, so all right, Aries, so we're going to go ahead and pull some codependency / some triggers that you and or your person could be going through at this point in time. So first off, that came up, you have a codependency. So it says feelings. Explore feelings a bit more. It will release a world of tension you've been carrying. Okay, on point with the reading. Okay, and subconsciously you have, why are you making such poor decisions when you clearly know the consequences? Can't make it up. All right, so last but not least, we're going to go ahead and pull some time hints as to when this particular reading is applicable for you. But you be knowing, like, don't act like you don't resonate with this if you do. Okay, so right now you do have within 6 months. Okay, and you also have at the holidays, which is like now. Okay, so all right, so Aries, that is about all I have for you. Definitely, if this resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, if this reminds you of someone, even if they're not an Aries, they may have Aries in their chart, so go ahead and share this with them. Like I said, if you would like a personal tarot reading, that information is down below. And definitely just check out your Scorpio season, what's going to happen for Aries during Scorpio season, video that will pop up over here. And that's all I have for you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys next time already. Toodles.